are so cool. They wear sunglasses and they eat bamboo.
Panda won't ever give you the blues. He'll give you
Pandamania, Pandamania.
Well, pandas come from China where it's snowy and cold.
and wear black and white coats to keep them nice and warm.
When they grow up, they're weighing 300 pounds.
Well, that's a lot of Pandamania, Pandamania. Pandamania, we've got to save the panda. Pandamania, the panda needs our help now. Pandamania, Pandamania.
When pandas come to visit, it's a long, long road.
And they get lonesome being so far from home. Make sure you come out and say a friendly hello.
And get some.
Pandamania, Pandamania.
One animal is black and white and very, very rare, who eats all day and sleeps all night. We're catching Pandamania at the Metropolitan Zoo. Come see Jing Jing and Chuan Chuan and you will catch it too.
Pandamania, we've got to save the panda. Pandamania, the panda needs our help now. Pandamania, Pandamania.
His diet is the bamboo tree, which now is very rare. The trees all died in China and the pandas starving there. So China asked us for our help to keep them all alive, to help to catch and feed them so the panda can survive.
Pandamania, we've got to save the panda. Pandamania, the panda needs our help now. Pandamania, Pandamania. Pandamania, we've got to save the panda. Pandamania, the panda needs our help now. Pandamania, Pandamania. Pandamania, we've got to save the panda. Pandamania, the panda needs our help now. Pandamania,
It was a warm summer evening, deep in the heart of the forest. Everything was very silent and very still. But if you looked closely, very closely, you could see in the woods a mother panda with her baby, Jing Jing. Jing Jing and her mother had just finished a delightfully delicious supper of bamboo shoots, rice, vegetables, and fruit. Jing Jing was very tired, and her mother brushed her softly to take away the twigs from the forest that had gathered in her fur during her day of play. As Mother Panda tucked Jing Jing into a warm bed of straw, she sat up suddenly and asked her mother, "Mummy, why do I have these big black circles on the fur around my eyes? None of the other animals in the forest have them. They make fun of me, and I don't like it." "Shame on the other animals," said Jing Jing's mother. "Let me tell you then the story of how pandas got black circles around their eyes." And so, this is her story. It was a long time ago. In fact, very close to the time when all animals came to the earth. Pandas were all white then, from head to toe. They had never even seen people before, until one day when a little girl was seen walking along the edge of a river. Suddenly, she slipped and tumbled into the churning waters. But just as quickly, a giant panda leapt into the cold water to look for the little girl. All the other pandas watched anxiously from the edge of the river. The giant panda swam as hard as he could, searching for her, until finally he found her little body floating in the water, and he brought her to shore. Her eyes were closed, and she seemed ever so cold. So the giant panda laid her by a fire and covered her with bamboo to keep her warm. Soon, her eyes began to flutter, and she awoke. She smiled gratefully at the giant panda, and he picked her up in his arms and carried her all the way back to her village. All the other pandas followed behind them. In the village, it was discovered that the little girl's father was the village leader and that he possessed magical powers. When the little girl told him what had happened and how the giant panda had saved her life, he walked towards the giant panda and put his hand over one of the big bear's eyes. "For the bravery you have shown in saving my little girl," he said, "I bestow upon you this black badge of courage." And there, where the man's hand had been, was a large black circle, the badge of courage. Then the man took his hand and placed it over the other eye of the giant panda. "For the kindness you have shown in keeping my daughter warm," he said, "and for bringing her back to me safely, I bestow upon you the black badge of kindness." And when the man removed his hand, indeed there was another black circle, the same size as the other one, the badge of kindness. "And finally," said the man, "I bestow upon you a most special coat of arms that will distinguish you from all the other animals in the forest." And there appeared, almost instantly, a lovely black coat of arms on the giant panda's back and shoulders, even on his ears. And when the giant panda turned around to show the other pandas his badge of courage, his badge of kindness, and his most special coat of arms, he noticed that they too had been bestowed with the same gifts. And from that day forward, each panda all over the world has proudly worn a badge of courage, a badge of kindness, and a most special coat of arms. Jing liked this story. Gently, she kissed her mother goodnight and quietly went to sleep, to dream about the wonderful tale she would tell in the morning to all the animals in the forest who would never, ever again make fun of her two beautiful black